Hello everyone and welcome to another ESO video. Instead of a stream this time. Yeah. Hello. Hope everyone is having a good Christmas time. And I am about to go into the Reach as I finally finished the Western Skyrim region in terms of quests. Apart from the repeatable quests, I only did some of them once to get an achievement. Some of them I don't think I even did once. So let's go. We are where are we? We are in Bankurai, and we're gonna join the Reach from here. Don't know why we need a car to cross the gate, but okay. Here we are. And original quest there also. So we haven't got anything on this region, and actually just to go. So Western Skyrim, this is how we ended it up. I actually ended up clearing all these bits. Which funny enough in Bankurai I've got 2 things missing. Anyway, we can hide these. I just did a dungeon before, a group dungeon before this. Which I hadn't done in a while, but since I had so much stacked XP thingy, whatever it's called, I figured I'd do that. I leveled up like 3 times. So. And I have been on holiday. I haven't played ESO properly in like 3 weeks. So obviously a lot of XP that I didn't take advantage of, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's explore, I guess. Don't have much time, probably less than 2 hours, so this is gonna be relatively quick, maybe. Unless I start reading a lot of books. What view do we get from up here, by the way? I did change my outfit as well, whatever this costume is. Default colors, I didn't change anything on it. I've got the weird Sijik hat. Actually, I think this is called Servant something.
Hear that? Somewhere a little heart just broke.
Oh, I'm not gonna steal the lemon because it's not worth anything. Couldn't care less about the heart. But yeah, I'll use this for a while. Oh yeah, I put that little monocoque, not monocoque, whatever the hell it's called. Which looks weird as fuck as well. But hey, we're going for the weird on this one. Oh. Pumpkins? Can we speak with a guy? No. Okay. Why have we got the match type here? They're not having a conversation? That is weird.
Move along, outsider, before I put a buzzard hole in you!
That is a nice weapon you've got there. I like it.
Oh, good to see you, my friend. I could use an ally in this desolate place. The Grey Host has turned his attention upon the Reach, but the local ruler refuses my help. This so-called despot of Markarth thinks walls and sentries will hold back their fury.
The despot of Markarth?
Ard Kadek. He rules the Reach from Understone Keep in Markarth. I've come to offer my help against the Grey Host, but he has turned me away time and time again. Meanwhile, even here, in the shadow of the city, the Grey Host plots and conspires.
Tell me more about the Grey Host, even though I have just spent quite a lot of hours learning about them, but never mind.
It's an alliance of vampires, witches, and werewolves bent on slaughter and destruction. To protect the Reach, I need to learn why the Grey Host has come here, and I need to secure the cooperation of Ard Kadek. Would you be willing to help me?
I'll help figure out what the Grey Host is planning and get you to see the Despot of Markarth. Well, Despot is a weird name.
With your help, we may save the Reach yet. While I continue to exert diplomatic pressure, I need you to find information the Ard will consider valuable. Something concerning the rebels that plague his rule, perhaps. Start by talking to the sentry.
You know, the one that was just rude to me? How is that gonna help?
Reach folk deal in bargains. They respect strength and skill, and they believe in rewarding favors. If we can bring something important to the Ard while demonstrating these qualities, I think he'll agree to hear us out.
You really want to work with someone called the Despot of Markov? Yeah.
If we're to stop the Grey Host and help the Reach, we don't have a choice. At the very least, we need his resources and support. In my time here, I have heard about these rebels, but I'm not sure the extent of their rebellion. See what you can learn.
I'll see what I can learn. And get these sentries in place and teach them some respect before I ruin the rebellion myself.
Remember, remain respectful but wary when dealing with Reach folk. They don't suffer long speeches, not even short ones. Keep your conversation with the sentry brief and to the point. Once you find something, meet me in Markarth at Understone Keep.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what he says about the Grey Host coming to the Reach. I'm pretty sure this part of the game is after the area I did last time. I don't think the story is well put together here again.
This Grey Host is somehow connected to the army that ravaged the land in the First Era. Like their ancient counterpart, I assume they seek to conquer and destroy. I need to learn more to know for sure. Meanwhile, we must get the Reach to prepare.
But the Reach folk are barbarians, are they not?
No, of course not. I won't mince words. The Reachmen are a stubborn and unruly people. They resort to violence at the least provocation, but despite the opinion of most civilized Tamriel, they aren't frothing barbarians.
Really?
The Reach folk possess a distinct culture that you'll see during your time here. They also enjoy the same capacity for virtue and evil as Bretons, Nords, and the other peoples of Tamriel. Animal skins don't make one a barbarian. Actions do.
Ah, how wise of you, Count Verandis. Tell me about the Despot.
An appellation he earned, as I understand it. Ard Kadok is said to be ruthless and powerful, a cruel leader who seeks the ruin of Tamriel and the death of any who reject the spirits, or what you and I call the Daedric Princes.
Any of that true?
That he's a king of broken antlers and carrion crows who eats the hearts of his enemies and hunts children for sport? Perhaps. But the legend always overshadows the reality. Kadok's legend is a mix of Daggerfall insults and Reach superstitions.
Do you know anything about Ard Kadok that's true?
He's a canny leader who applies both caution and brutality in equal measure. He calls himself Ard, the king of the fort, but his rule isn't absolute. Most Reach clans respect him, however. His help will be crucial in the battles ahead.
Okay. Anyway, after all that, it is very good to see you again, Verandis. And thank you a lot for last time and everything else.
And you as well. I only wish we weren't in the midst of yet another crisis. I formed the Raven Watch to deal with this type of eventuality, but even with centuries to prepare, I find myself caught off guard. And Kadok's stubbornness doesn't help.
Have you made any other discoveries since your return at Greyholm?
Yes, but too few. We tracked Rada al-Saron to the Reach and found the place crawling with Grey Host warriors. He's here for a reason, and I think it goes beyond simple conquest, but the truth of his motives elude me.
Okay. Ah. There's you rude botfer.
Didn't you hear? You and that fancy bastard aren't welcome here. Get! Or I'll make a scarf out of your guts.
Ooh, feisty. The Grey Host has come to the Reach. Count Verandis wants to help stop them.
We know all about the Blood Drinkers and the Beast Folk. We were dealing with them just fine before Ard Kadok called us back to Markarth. The Witch Rebels are a bigger threat, along with outsiders who try to get into our business.
Which rebels?
Some wilder witch has been stirring up the clans to the east of Markarth, making trouble for Ard Kaddock. But we'll have her head on a pike soon enough. Look, if you want to see the Ard, then bring news he doesn't know. Something about the rebels.
Okay. That's better. And so, feisty after all. So I guess we have to go... Ooh, okay, it's not that far. Wolf's one pit. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go in there. Wait, that's a dungeon. Not a trial. Anyway. That's a veteran dungeon. With a thingy. Does it say here what that symbol means? The plus sign symbol? No. Okay. Oh, well, screw you then.
Be off, Reeker! Ard Kaddock refuses to see you. Now go! Before I gut you.
The Ard needs to hear what I have to say, my friend. It is imperative that we speak.
Shouldn't that have been the dialogue first when we go here? Oh. It only triggers from this direction. Because the game assumed that everyone would fast travel there? What if they fast traveled here? Oh no, that's inside Markarth. That is weird. And hold on. This is not the road where we came from. How did we get here? So we went from Bankerai. So we will have gotten here. From the left. But there's no area here from the left. Other than this one. If we came through here, how did we get there? I never noticed this before. Maybe it's like that in every new region. Or the first time you join them, it automatically puts you somewhere. But it still doesn't add up. Because we came from this way. So it puts us here somewhere. Which is right outside Markarth. Which will mean we will have come from somewhere there. Not sure how the logistics work around there. But they don't add up. Anyway, we might have a quest there. Well, wait, but this is Markarth. We want to go straight into Markarth yet, do we? Well, it is a new region, so we'll be going around in circles anyway. Or at least I will. Reach guard.
Stay here as long as you like. I'm done waiting for Ard Kaddock to muster the clans.
Are you now? And what do you plan to do about it? Join those rebels? You wouldn't have the first clue about how to find them.
That's where you're wrong. Connell says they're gathering in the eastern foothills.
Well, then your head can wind up on a pike with the rest of them, you damn fool.
Alright, cool. No, nothing here. Man, it's so cold. I guess we go back and do the other two spots. And hopefully after that then we go into the city. It would help if I was going the right way. Oh look, they're gone. He's got a crown? Why does he have a crown? He thinks he's a king. Above. Okay, we shall go above and beyond. A heron. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll go collecty.
Can never have too much, right?
Ooh, mushrooms.
Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty.
Not for a good mushroom. Death Hound. Hello boys, it has been a minute since I last saw you. Or like 3
We
weeks.
showed them.
And we have books to read also. We don't really want the drinks. Can we take the axe? No. Brothers and sisters, our spies in Markarth report that members of the Witches' Rebellion have infiltrated the city. They gathered in homes and streets corners, urging their filthy kin to leave the city and join them in the hills to the east. No normal, self-respecting mortal will trade a warm house for a bearskin shovel. From what I remember in Skyrim, the houses in Markarth weren't exactly warm. They were all made of stone. But, okay. But as our Ashen Lord routinely reminds us, the rich folk are neither normal nor self-respecting. We cannot allow any rich folk to evacuate the city. Any barbarian found wandering the hills and forests of this God's forsaken land is fair game. Let these rebels fear the woods and flee the night. The sooner they die, the sooner our plans come to fruition. That's not very nice. That is definitely the same type of messaging that we had on Western Skyrim, which obviously it is the Grey Host people. Makasi of Olkatia, Traveling Scribe. Welcome back, dear reader, to another volume of Scary Tales. Well, scarier than what I just read? Blimey. This time we explore the remote wilds of the Reach, specifically the fierce and uninviting Dradak Mountains area. The barbaric Richfold are as reclusive and perplexing as they are dangerous, and these tales were not gathered without significant risk. Yet, once again, through your seasoned storyteller's charm, quick wit and ability to run very fast, I have escaped to bring you my readers in the Imperial City and beyond. Accounts of the unconfirmed and the unexplained. Now settle in. Grab a drink, I could do with one. Light your lantern and read on, if you dare. Alright. How long is this thing? Too long. The fog remained the next morning, joined by another forceful rain, and soon an axle on one of the hardy Redguard wagons snapped. How could this be? The wagons were repaired and fortified in Dragonstar before they departed. Left with the prospect of plodding on for 2 weeks, beset by storms, fog, and this wraith-like wayward wolf, the crown merchants made a decision to abandon their wagons and rush onto solitude by horse. Carpet and silk, they declared, were not worth the deaths of those still alive. As long as the party left, the wagons riding two astride each horse with the last animal carrying what possessions they could salvage. I had a can't read. Oh, that sounds like AI wrote that. Which I know it didn't, because it was years ago. And the deadly fog lifted. A tense 4 days later, the survivors arrived in solitude, bereft of their abandoned wealth, but otherwise unharried and unharmed. Yet Captain Akmir and the 6 brave sellswords who vanished have not been heard from since. Only the memory of the Daedric wolf remains, seared into the minds of all who heard its howl. A wolf made of storm and fog, stealing the unwary in the night and then vanishing, like its victims, into the shadows of the Dradak Mountains. Well, that was an interesting story. Not all that scary, because I did skip 3 pages. And we have to go down there, and there is a side quest. So beautiful. And those guys have respawned. Whee! Is that another... Is that a giant camp down here? No, it's a clan camp. Cool. Giant camps were in Western Skyrim. Did my microphone get lowered? Well, I haven't used it. Maybe I hit it accidentally. It's entirely possible. Alright. Okay. Apprentice Berina. Well, they even gave her a name, even though we never really met her. Apprentice Berina, I know you still struggle with your letters, so I will keep this brief. Darkness has descended upon the valley of Karth. The wise have taken shelter behind the stone walls of Markarth, where Ard-Kadak sits ever watchful. But there are clans that refuse to abandon their territories, no matter the danger. The Ard has graciously granted me the use of a hall for the purpose of erecting a new shrine to the Lord of the Arena, our Hunt Father Ursen. Join me there and bring the symbol of Rokivek with you so that we might build the shrine properly. I will await you in Markarth, High Shaman Glinrock. Or Glinroch, I don't know. Did she have it? We have it. Now we gotta find the guy in Markarth at some point. We will not rush there. I mean, it's not like we're gonna bring him back if we get there any faster. Oh, there we go. There was something here after all.
Look at you, collecting your special rocks.
Let's go this way. Friendlies? Oh, there's a merchant.
Damn witch rebels are as bad as the damn vampires.
Is that... No, it's not a book. I mean, there are books here. Ooh. A ruby. Wait, now she didn't care that I stole? Maybe she only cares once every few hours. I guess. Can you, like, have some principles? You either care about stealing or you don't care about stealing. Talking about that, there's nothing to gather. Oh, there we go. So we can rank her up. Maybe she'll become a beaver once she gets to max level.
Flowers make me so nostalgic.
Right, let's speak with you then, Mr. Malcor.
Get away from me, you reeker. You think a rich warrior with only one good leg can't cut you? Well, think again.
I don't have to think, I am sure of it. I'd slap the hell out of you. And I'm a woman. But anyway, chill out. Just wanna know what happened to you. Was it the Grey Host?
The Grey Host? Does it look like I've been bitten or clawed? It was the damn witch rebels. And they can't tell a reach folk from a monster any better than you can. They thought I was one of those invaders. Spirits take the lot of them.
The witch rebels are hunting the Grey Host?
Aye, like a pack of wild dogs they were. Kept shouting, Arana, Arana, as they bore down on me. I took an arrow in the leg before they listened to me. Before they decided I wasn't an invader. I think Arana spoke to me. I think she was their leader.
Any idea where the rebels came from?
No, like ghosts these rebels are. I plan to return to Markarth and petition the Ard to let me take a war party out to find them. They must be hiding in the eastern foothills. I don't care if they are fighting the Grey Host. They're mine.
Yeah, good luck with that. Literally. Mr. Merchant?
Find it odd to see a Nord out in the Reach so openly? Sometimes I find it odd too. But it leads to all manner of excitement, let me tell you.
And money, I bet. That's what I got from the dungeon, but I don't think I give a shit. When you take damage from melee attack, you gain corrupting. Life Drown enchantment. Defiled Dragon's Inferno. Applies many bridge within 8 meter of you, reducing their physical and spell damage. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's dungeon gear. They are often slightly better than what you find in overworld. But we don't care for it, so we are selling everything. And this is from the Zens. So I got everything Zen thing apart from the dragon thingy. Cool. Anyway. We'll sell the ring as well. I don't think... Oh yeah, we can sell that. Miscellaneous scrap. I suppose we can sell that. Might as well do some repairs. Cool. And what about you? Are you the merchant assistant?
I heard that chipmunks abound in the Reach. I'm here to learn from them, and maybe teach them a thing or two.
Chipmunks. Maybe you had a dream about those. I mean, it is around Christmas. That Chipmunks Christmas song is quite catchy. Right, do I go up? If so, how?
Let's get out of here.
Oh, by the way, did I have anything? Oh, I did. Use. Where did I get this from? Cartographer costume. Do I have anything else weird? Earlier I was putting some stuff in the museums and whatever that I was carrying around.
Look at you being resourceful.
And it is a bit steep, but let's go. Take the long way. Some wolves up here, apparently. And a wild spear archer. Are you an archer or a spear user? Make up your mind. Oh, this is a clan. How do I... Oh, fuck, there's a giant. There's 2 giants. How do I clear the camp? Is there like a quest for it? But when we were in Western Skyrim, there was those weird things that we had to eat to clear these symbols. So God knows what it is here. It's clearly still white. Ritual stone. Oh! Oh, so I guess this is it. Give me something. Blessing of the old gods for 25 seconds. Right. Anyway.
Delicate and dashing.
That does mean, yeah, that does mean it's white. So we just need the ritual stone. Kill everyone, use the ritual stone.
Someone just left this lying around?
We could be collecting poultry as well, couldn't we? Oh, mind you. Alright, we can get that one. And we can get the rabbit, we just can't get whatever this thing is. There. Right, we can go back to where we came from. Oh, sorry. That's... Wait, this is where... Does she spawn in 2 places? Because I don't remember her being next to a camp. Or am I crazy? I'm not crazy. She was here. So she... The same body is in 2 different places, unless I'm dreaming and maybe the spelling is a bit different or something. And this has respawned already. Bloody hell.
Better full pockets than empty.
That is what I was looking for. But I guess I need to go this way.
Here we go.
So that's another ritual stone, but there's no camp on this one. Okay. It gets weirder. Is that an arrow storm? Okay. Okay, this does look kind of nice. Rebels retreat discovered. Okay. Red eagle, red out. I like it. Okay, we should probably go back to the city then. I imagine we'll be forced to come through here later anyway. Okay, let's head to the city. That better not be the only. It is. So it's on the other side of the city. Okay, you've got guild traders close by-ish, maybe. No, this sounds like a pain in the arse if you travel here. Well, we'll see. I never liked... I mean, I liked the city of Markarth in Skyrim, don't get me wrong. I loved it. All the stone buildings and all that. However... The travel and that, because it had different levels and all that, and as we know, I'm brain dead. I would struggle to find my way around. It was harder to memorize than other cities. I don't know if I picked that up yet or go into the city. Yeah, screw it, pick it up.
Look at you, strutting around, thinking you're tough. Sure, you may have seen a clash or two, tricked yourself into believing you hold a warrior spirit. But could you stand against the True Reach challenge?
What kind of challenge do you have in mind?
Don't you have a gut of stone? Well, how's a den crawling with otherworldly beasts sound? Just you against a horde of Oblivion's worst monsters and spirits. Most outsiders would quiver in fear at the thought.
Do you know such a place?
I sure do. A cave lies to the south that my clan calls Vatishran Hollows. We hold the Vatishran's rites there, a combat ritual meant to test our warriors' mettle. I challenge you to go there. Prove that you belong in the Reach.
I shall accept your challenge. No, where is it?
Impressive grit. A shame the rites will definitely kill you. This cart can take you to Vatishran Hollows right away. Otherwise, head south to find the cave entrance. I'll send word ahead to my clanmate Khadgarn. Speak to him when you get there.
Tell me more about these Vateshran rites.
Our clan uses the rites to determine which of our children shall ascend into adulthood. If they survive the challenge, they come out as full Reach warriors. They carry all the privileges and responsibilities that the clan offers.
So this is a challenge for children.
Indeed it is. Which means it will be the perfect match for an outsider.
Okay, so the issue here is this. He was talking about... He didn't specifically say solo, but that's kind of how I read it. Especially early on. but this is a trial. Trials are for multiple players. So why is he sending me there? Anyway, it is one of those that we can just ignore, but then we gotta remember. Sometimes I keep them on while I'm doing the area and then remove them at the end so that I don't accept the quest again. Mistake. However, since this one is at the very entrance to the city, I think I will remember that it is one of those to accept. So, well, to not accept, rather. So we should be good. Fingers crossed. Oops, don't shoot at them. Oh, there's a book. Report on the Despot of Markarth by Lady Nylene Davirian of Stormhaven. As your majesty commanded, I traveled to Markarth to bring our complaints to the Despot of Markarth's attention and see whether he might be induced to reign in the clans raiding along our western border. I have already sent dispatches back to Wayrest summarizing the difficulties in our negotiations. However, I believe it might be useful to your majesty's court to understand what sort of man rules in the Reach. The Despot of Markarth is no illiterate warlord, and we must be careful not to treat him as such. Let me begin by reminding your majesty of how Kadak of the Blackdrake clan came to receive his title. As his name suggests, Kadak is cousin to the Longhouse Emperors of Dorkorach's line. When Kadak was a young man, he journeyed south to take service in the Reach. Guard of Emperor Morikar, son of Dorkorach, and second of the Longhouse Emperors, and proved himself a warrior wise beyond his years. During his time in Cyrodiil, Kadak received an imperial education to go along with his military training. When Morikar saw the need to establish some degree of imperial authority over the increasingly restless clans of his homeland, he chose to appoint a trusted kinfolk to the task. He sent Kadak back to Markarth to reassure the clan chiefs that he did not intend to impose imperial law in its entirety on the free rich folk. Morikar limited Kadak's raid to Markarth and the lands immediately surrounding the city. Thus the clan chiefs were satisfied that Kadak was only to keep order in Markarth and otherwise leave the clans to rule themselves. Governor Kadak administered Markarth effectively for the rest of the Emperor Morikar's reign and retained his place through the troubled years of Emperor Leovich. During this period, Kadak ruled in a rich manner. His judgments were swift and brutal, and he was awarded the moniker Despot of Markarth. When Leovich was overthrown and the remaining richmen retreated from Cyrodiil, Kadak claimed power in his own name, taking the old rich title Ard. It means Lord of the Fort. Next, he brutally purged his own clan, murdering or exiling all remaining Blackdrakes who might challenge him for leadership. In any event, 15 years of control over Markarth had provided Kadak with the opportunity to build the undisciplined warriors under his command into a loyal army ready to support him as a king. As Ard, Kadak claims that he has no clan but the Reach. As long as the clans take no other king and answer his calls for warriors at need, he does not seek to govern them or interfere in their internal affairs. The Reach clans accede to his control of Markarth, grudgingly in some cases. No single clan or plausible alliance of clans can challenge Kadach's army. In the 5 years since he claimed the throne and discarded his title as governor, the despot has slowly consolidated his power in Markarth, transforming the old fortress into a crude city-state and a capital for a free, independent Reach. Now, as to what manner of man Kadach is, the best word I can use to describe him is pragmatic. He is careful not to force a rich clan to do something it doesn't want to do, unless he is certain of his strength and advantage, in which case he doesn't hesitate to use all the force at his command to bring an unruly clan to heel. This is the main reason for our difficulties in getting the despot to broker a truce with the clans that threaten High Rock. Kadach has no interest in provoking them to defy his own power for the sake of peace on our border. He is willing to use any tool to attain his goals, imposing laws of a sort in Markarth, ordering the keeping of written records in Enderstone, seeking the advice of the more powerful covens, and making and breaking alliances whenever he sees the need. The despot's true genius, however, lies in his political calculation. To the Richmond, he speaks of a free and independent Reach, holding true to Reach tradition and scorning the weak ways of outlanders. His words, not mine. But underneath that Reach for the Reach folk bluster, Kadach uses the trappings and systems of imperial authority to transform Markarth into a functional state for the first time in the Reach's long and bloody history. And while the Reach folk might admit it, many understand that the despot's consolidation of power and the relative peace he enforces around Markarth are necessary steps toward real and lasting changes for the better. Whether the more xenophobic clans continue to accede to Kadach's authority or rebel against him is, of course, the great question of the Reach. That was a bloody long book. I did actually read all of it for once. Glenumbra. Why would I take the car to Glenumbra? Oh, Stone Falls. Oh, okay. This is the travel area. Got it. So, why is the game tripping? There we go. Oh, what the hell is that? Arrow Storm. That close? So that's in that direction. Here? Okay. Stables. Got it. I'll use the ramp for disabled. Let's go to Markarth. Okay, this is very, very close to what we had in Skyrim. Yep. Oh, yes. Wait, what? I will swear that even this dirt here... I haven't played Skyrim in many years. But I feel like on the stairs going up here, there was always something dodgy here. Surely can't be this, because it's a few hundred years difference. Somebody would have cleaned it up. I don't have Skyrim installed, otherwise I'd check. Oh, freaking hell. Oh, there's a player. Okay. Where am I going anyway? let's go this way. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going the right way. Okay, I think I can go through here according to the map. Oh, good old Markarth. So the house we can get here is Stone Eagle Eyrie. That we can just buy it anyway. But I'd like to visit it at some point just to get an idea. And the Stone Keep. That's definitely a familiar name. Whoa.
Yeah, my friend. Was your hunt successful?
I didn't know you just appear like that to visit me. Sup?
You couldn't have timed your arrival any better. Ardkadak holds court as we speak. We'll never have a better chance to gain an audience with him. Did your investigation uncover anything we can use? What did you learn?
The rebel leader might be Arana. They're gathering in the eastern hills, or so every bloody person keeps telling me.
Arana? I have heard that name during my time here. Did you happen to learn what these rebels are rebelling against?
Not exactly. It's just one of those rich things. But they have spies in the city, urging people to flee to the hills.
Flee the city? With a grey host prowling the countryside? Well, that's 3 valuable pieces of information. I want you to represent me before Ardkadak. Explain what you learned and convince him to finally agree to meet with me.
I'll represent... I'll present my findings and try to convince the Ard to meet with you, not to worry.
Speak with the Ard Sentry. You'll need to convince her to gain an audience with Kadak. I think the information you uncovered about the rebels will be enough to interest the despot of Markarth, but you can never be too certain with Reach folk.
Oh, I'm sure the Sentry is going to ask me to do something else before we can do that. Why don't you come with me?
I'm lucky to have made it this far into the city. Kadak and his entourage have little patience for a noble such as myself, especially a noble from a land they consider to be the home of their enemy. Now, this task is better in your hands.
So what will you be doing while I'm trying to see the Ard?
I shall wait around here and continue to discreetly learn what I can about the Reach and its people. I also want to think about Arana and her rebels. Maybe there's a way to add them to our arsenal. Go. I'll be here when you get back.
Alright. Bodfi again!
You again? You dare to disgrace Understone Keep with your presence, outsider? That takes guts, I'll give you that. What's your business in the Ard's Keep?
I bring information from Count Verandis concerning the witch rebels.
Do you now? And you want to share that information with Ardkadak? You're certainly full of surprises, outsider. All right, I'll allow you to approach the throne, if your courage holds out. Fair warning, the Ard's in a foul temper today.
Understood. Oh, I think she likes me now.
Not yet you don't, but you will. Ardkadak's as likely to remove your head from your shoulders as listen to you, so talk fast, outsider. And remember, the Ard has no patience for fools or flatterers. Keep that in mind.
Yes, that's fine. Got it under control. And you? Corvo? No, this boar doesn't speak. He's a boar. And Bradful, Glena. More characters with names than I was expecting, and they might have dialogue.
Reach folk get restless hiding behind stone walls. At least, I always thought so. But many I've met here seem fine with it. Could be I was wrong.
So who the hell are you? And where are you from?
I met Ardkadak a few times. I like what he's trying to do here.
Okay. This place also brings memories. This is where like the Jarl of Markarth was. Yeah. There's a book. Let's go read the book before we see the Politics of the Reach. By Consul Cardea, the Ard's Administrator, E2578. As Ard Kadak commanded, I have remained in Markarth to continue to serve the people of the Reach. I was sent here from my post in Imperial City by Emperor Ludwig himself to aid Markarth and provide a conduit between Cyrodiil and the Reach. Though I received no new orders from the person who now sits on a ruby throne, I had assumed to take my leave and return home. Arkadek decided he wanted to retain my administrative skills, and in case the new emperor is interested, I decided to record what I have learned in my decade of service. First, it is best to think of the Reach as not one land but two, Markarth and the Wilds. Traditionally, whoever rules in Markarth exercises little power over the Wilds, while the strong clans of the wilderness lack the strength or the inclination to govern the city of the Reach. When Markarth is under the rule of a weak leader, or no leader at all, as happens sometimes, its circle of influence shrinks. When a strong leader holds Markarth, the city's power extends into the nearby land, and the clans of the Western Reach must acknowledge Markarth's authority, in fact, if not in name. The centuries-old story of the Reach is the story of Markarth attempting to form a realm, and the clans outside of Markarth fiercely resisting the encroaching authority of the city. The great difficulty in dealing with the Reach is the fact that each individual clan sees itself as its own polity. Polity? I have got no idea. Free to raid, trade, make war, or agree to peace with anyone it chooses. Well, that's cool. To forge a lasting peace with the Reach, one would have to negotiate with dozens of different clans, some of whom hate each other so much that they would never agree to honor a peace their enemies chose to accept. Sounds about right. Astonishingly enough, this is just as true for Arkadek, ruler in Markarth, as it will be for a foreign ruler such as the new emperor. To the chiefs of the various clans, Arkadek is simply one more chief. Do you know more deference than they should show any of their peers? In fact, they regard him with great suspicion, believing that he intends to rule them as well. Fortunately, not all rich folk seek to make enemies of everyone and everything. So there is a word. Anyway, Markarth the dangers or when aboard the clans such as the Bone Shaper seems likely to provoke a neighboring realm to retaliate indiscriminately against all rich folk. Likewise, most of the larger rich clans maintain a tenuous peace with one another. Clans that instigate reckless feuds are all too likely to provoke an alliance of the other clans against them. And all rich folk believe that Markarth should be neutral territory, free to any wilder who wishes to go there and trade. A rough, wary sort of peace suits a good number of people in the Reach. While the power in the wilds of the Reach lies mostly in the lands of a half a dozen or so of the strongest clans, the Eagle Seers, the Six Swords, the River Elks, the Thornroots, and a few others, there is more rich tradition to consider when dealing with the clans beyond Arkadek's balls. The Chief of Chiefs, this is truly a clan chief who has won the respect of both friends and enemies, earning a sort of Chief Emeritus title. The Chief of Chiefs wields a great deal of moral authority over all but the most stubborn and xenophobic clans. Currently, the clans recognize a former River Elk chief by the name of Kinnear as the Chief of Chiefs. Kinnear is an arbiter of disputes and a peacemaker who spends their time settling feuds and mending alliances. Some of the more hostile clans see it as a meddler and would rather follow a warlord, but until Kinnear dies or chooses to give up her place, her voice is a powerful one in the wilds. When the clans need to work together, such as to engage in a particularly dangerous hunt or to repel a particularly strong invader, the Chief of Chiefs temporarily takes command of the participating clans, forces coordinating a strategy and response until the threat has passed. These are but a few of the political realities I have come to understand in my time working with Arkadak and the people of Markarth. God damn, that was another long book. Right, let's go and see Mr. here. Arkadak.
What fool do I have to behead for letting you in here? You're not of the Reach or the clans. You've either got the sense of a goat or the heart of a saber cat, and I'm eager to find out which. Now, speak plainly. What brings you to the despot of Markarth?
I bring information about the witch rebels from Count Verandis' Raven Watch.
The fancy elf, who won't take no for an answer, eh? Yeah, he should have made this offer earlier. News concerning the rebels is a beast worth skinning. Tell me something I don't know, and won't have you fed to my hunting dogs.
I don't think your dogs will last very long, or like the food. They have spies in a city, urging your people to flee to the eastern foothills.
Spies? In my city? Well, that would explain some things, but that and a vague location aren't enough to get me to sit down and drink with a high elf. What else have you got? And remember, my patience is wearing thin.
Just like your glass is going empty. I think the leader of the witch rebels is named Arna, or Arana, or something along those lines.
Arana. I know that name. She's a honey-tongued fanatic who refused to bury her sword when I forged a peace with the Grey Host. She's slippery, eh? But I didn't realize she led the rebels. Sniffing out a Reach witch. That commands respect. For now.
Did you say you made peace with the Grey Host?
Aye. They agreed to spare the city while they look for some ancient relic. Dwarven, I suspect. They can have it. Verandis wants to meet? Then talk to my advisor, Lady Belaine. Track down Arana for her, and I'll listen to every word he has to say.
All right. I'll speak with Lady Belaine. Oh, there she is.
I couldn't help but overhear Ard Caddick's voice it carries.
Oh.
Now tell me about the leader of the witch rebels. The name you provided? Arana, I believe you said?
Yeah. And her name is not as pretty as yours. I wonder about the rest. Yes, Arkadak asked me to help you find her.
Ah, therein lies the problem. Reach witches are experts at losing themselves in the many caves and copses that decorate the landscape. It's like finding a tooth in a hen's beak. Most witches give deference to the Ard. Arana is a troublemaker.
So, Arkadak wants you to find her?
Actually, that task falls to you. A favor for a favor, yes. That's how business works here. Locate the rebels. Find Arana and urge her to stop meddling in Markarth's affairs. Do that, and you shall earn a place for you and your count in the Reach.
Okay, I'll find Arana, and I'm sure she'll have a counter-proposal.
That look on your face. I know curiosity when I see it. Very well. I can spare a few more moments before sending you off on your task. What does the outsider in Ard Caddick's court wish to know?
You look as out of place in this court as I do, lady.
While I may not have been born and raised in the Reach, I have earned my place as friend and counselor to Ard Caddick.
Bet you have.
His subjects call me a keep witch. I assure you, this is a term of the utmost respect among the Reach folk.
How did you end up a Ard Caddick's side? And this witch?
A genuine desire for peace brought me here. The Reach finds itself beset from all sides. Orcs, Nords, Bretons, Imperials, they all seek the destruction of the Reach folk. I try to serve as a bridge of sorts.
A bridge? Do I get to go under you? Like
Yes,
water?
a bridge between the Reach and the civilized world. There's simply no reason that the people of Tamriel should go on killing each other. We have an opportunity to build a kinder, better Tamriel. I'm here to help make that future come to pass.
Alright. And what about this rebellion? What's it all about, really?
What is any rebellion all about? Malcontents chafing against the established order, stirring up trouble. They're a nuisance, nothing more.
If they're a nuisance, why do you want me to find Arana?
It's a matter of timing. Since the arrival of the Grey Host, the land beyond the city walls has become perilous. The Ard urges everyone to take shelter here in Markarth, while Arana calls them away. Her reckless endeavor will get everyone killed.
I thought Ardkar said he made peace with the Grey Host.
Peace, yes, of a sort. As long as we stay out of their way, the Grey Host has no quarrel with us. Besides, the walls of Markarth are impregnable. The Reach folk are perfectly safe in here. Now go, find Arana. A favor performed is a favor returned.
What we call perform and return. Before I go, tell me about Ard Kanak.
A history lesson? Very well. Kadak is the cousin of the late Emperor Leovic. He was appointed ruler of Markarth and has governed this region ever since.
I've heard him called both Hard and Despot of Markarth. What's the difference?
Ard is an ancient title that translates to King of the Fort. The fort being Markarth and Understone Keep. As for that other epithet, it's a name given to him by enemies and outsiders. He may be cruel at times, but he's no tyrant.
Why isn't he just called the King of the Reach?
Reach folk have a saying. Anyone can be a king in the Reach. No one can be a king of the Reach.
Oh.
Few Reach folk will accept a true sovereign. It isn't in their nature. Of course, that makes Kadak's attempts to safeguard this region, complicated.
I see. Didn't learn much. I didn't learn from books already, but I did learn some. The good old stone and whatever metal seeds.
Over here, my friend. How went your audience with the Ard?
Yeah, you are still in the same place somehow. Oh, let's see if she says anything.
Not many outsiders appear before Ard Kadak's throne and live to tell the tale. Since you're still alive, you must have won his favor. At least for now. In Markarth, you're useful or you're dead. Remember that.
Yeah, noted.
Before you run off, tell me about your audience with Ard Kadak.
Ard Kadak sent me to his advisor, Lady Belain. They asked me to find the rebel leader, Arana.
Impressive. You accomplished more in mere moments than I've been able to do since I arrived in this savage land. We'll find Arana, see if the witch rebels will join our cause. I will continue my own investigations and meet you back here.
That will make things complicated, won't they? Oh, right. I probably shouldn't come up here, because I'm sure we will be asked to come here later. An empty wardrobe here? Really? Doesn't make much sense. Announcement hall. Okay, yeah, we will definitely be sent up here later. Does these have any... No, they don't. Answered my own question.
Would be nice to get a drink or two.
Yeah, I could do with a drink. I have some Fosters, 2 bottles of wine. The wine I got it from work today. But as of recording this video, we're not quite Christmas yet, and I still have work tomorrow morning. So maybe keep the wine away. There is a side quest, which I guess we will accept as well.
Someone who looks strong enough to actually help.
This cannot be allowed to continue.
Seeking adventurers to help the Reach.
Okay, and we will, as we did in the last region, we'll at least pick one of each. I didn't actually turn the quests until today, this afternoon, before I started recording. What I picked up from the free, guys and girls in Western Skyrim. The last quest that I did, which I may have done the quest on stream, I'm not even sure of that. But I did not deliver it until today. So, yeah, that was one of the longest quests I had open. For sure. So, work for hire in Markarth and book. Okay. Started help wanted in Markarth. Trouble in Abunas plagues the people of the Reach. If you count yourself among the bravest and strongest adventurers and are willing to face untold dangers to accumulate gold and glory, then the rich folk have a job for you. Seek the Consul Cardea in a city of Markarth for details. Consul Cardea, okay. Let's read this book. An Imperial in Markarth by Consul Cardea. Oh, okay, so wait, you are Cardea? You're right there? Okay. Hold your fire, I'll read the book. Much has changed in Markarth since the days of the Longhouse Emperors, and yet so much has stayed the same. I was sent to this place for my first assignment after Emperor Morikar appointed Karak as governor. The transition from Cyrodiil to Markarth was not quite the cultural shock one might expect. Though the Reach itself is quite different, the trappings of home were always evident inside the city itself. I was sent to maintain some semblance of order, to deal with documents, administration, and the various tasks associated with governing such a place. In a sense, my very purpose for being there at all helped me adjust to any homesickness I might have had. Markarth has always been a place that looms over its inhabitants with a kind of ancient superiority that both fascinates and unnerves. The Reach has a reputation for being wild and unruly, but Markarth still has the methodical touch of the dwarves. Orderly and precise, yet over time it filled with people who are anything but. If someone had told me that I'd fall in love with the place enough to stay here after the Empire fell, I would have laughed in their face. But that's precisely what happened. It helped to that once Kadak became Ard Kadak, he personally requested that I stay. He's a difficult man to say no to, and I've always had a soft spot for anyone who appreciates my administrative skills. Sure, that was it. Perhaps that's why I've grown to like the rich folk so much. Many of them cannot read or write and have no care to learn. That makes me rather invaluable to them, which is a position I won't deny that I've grown to relish. Of course, who doesn't like power? Not to say that life in Markarth as an Imperial hasn't been rife with challenges. Not everyone appreciates my work. There are clans that arrive who barely trust their own, much less those who are different from them. It's my duty to keep records, to speak with them and help solve disputes, but I must work at a severe disadvantage. I have been threatened, humiliated and hated. If that's all you got among the rich men, you have been lucky. No matter how long I serve here, there are still those among the rich who don't trust an Imperial meddling in their affairs. But I love this place. I love the strange mix of personalities and clans that Markarth has become. I enjoy working with Ard Kadak and I enjoy feeling needed. Of course you do. That is for sure true. There is no difficulty too great that I couldn't overcome for my devotion to this place and its people. Good. Now get me a drink as my throat is killing me. Right, I'm still not gonna speak with you yet, and why the hell are you... Ah, this from the play. I was gonna say, what the hell is going on here?
Ah, hello, adventurer. I have need of someone with your kind of metal. It's dangerous work, but there is a reward if you're so inclined. What do you say?
What do you need?
The Thornroot clan plans to turn the Wildblood clan members they captured into Briarhearts, against their will. Truly horrific. Rescuing the captives will only delay their abusive ritual. We need a more permanent solution.
So, you want me to kill them all?
The Thornroot shamans use tools blessed specifically for this ritual. Whether this consecration is necessary is beside the point. The Thornroot believe it is. If you destroy these tools, it will impair their ability to continue with the ritual.
Alright, I'll find the shaman's tools and attempt to destroy them.
I haven't done much exploring in the Reach myself, outside of meeting with my contacts. I wish I could offer you some guidance, but aside from what I've already told you, I know little else.
Okay, okay. What sort of things do you normally need done?
It depends entirely on what the Reach folk ask of me. I work closely with them to find out what they need, and then pass that information on to willing adventurers. There's a lot to do, if you have the time and the skills.
Okay, I'll see about that. Tell me about yourself.
I work for a group of scholars in Arenthia. We're interested in forming relations with the Reach folk in exchange for knowledge. I've been working as an ambassador of sorts between my people and various clan chiefs.
You're working with the Reach folk, huh?
Yes, not all Reach folk are as aggressive as the ones we've encountered outside of the Reach. My goal is scholarly, but these people deal in deeds. Earning their trust is an important step in learning more about their culture. To do that, I need aid.
And that's why you're enlisting help.
Indeed. These tasks are suited for those much more capable than I, and they are quite important to the Reach folk. Ours could be a mutually beneficial arrangement. Whether it's adventure or reward that you're looking for, I can offer both.
Of course you can. And you, Gwennifer?
The Ard Stonehands seek brave, skilled warriors. Does that describe you, or should we keep looking? There's a reward in it from the Markarth vaults for those worthy.
Anything I can do?
I hope so. The Reach has many small clans, and for the most part we stay out of each other's business. But one local clan has made that impossible. A defector says their witch matron is attempting a dangerous ritual. She must be stopped.
Another ritual. What kind?
I suspect the crone seeks to abuse Namira's power. Whatever this ritual is, it must be stopped. I also heard that she writes things down like a common Nord heretic. If this is true, gather whatever notes you find so that I may destroy them.
You'll destroy them. I can destroy them for you. I'll stop the ritual and see what I can find on those notes.
Good luck out there. You must decide for yourself if you're the hunter or the hunted today.
I will. Tell me about the Ard Stonehands.
We gave our loyalty to Carrick long before he became Ard. We are his sword, his shield, and his counsel. There are many threats in the Reach. Too many for one person. So we deal with the ones the Ard can't handle.
Like the Fighters Guild?
That rabble! We killed more than a few who came here hoping to steal our land. We don't sell our skills for gold. We devote our lives to protecting the Reach and its people. Compare us to them again, and we'll have more than words.
Yeah, well, I'm not the rest of the guild that you found. That you can be sure. So why are you recruiting?
A fair question. We exist to protect Carrick and our clan, not the entire city. With all the clans gathering in Markarth, all the infighting, we're stretched thin. For once, maybe outsiders can help instead of harm. Let's hope I'm right.
What about the ritual? What does it have to do with the mirror?
The reports indicate her influence at work here. She is the Lady of Decay, the spirit of death and rebirth. Most Reach folk do not fear her, but if her power were to be twisted and abused,
You think that's what's happening?
Possibly. All I know is that when Namira's power is tampered with, the results can be catastrophic. No one should ever trifle with death and rebirth.
That is true. And what about... no book. What about you, Neldena?
All these so-called tough women and men of the Reach gather here in Markarth, yet none of them will deal with the horrors I witnessed. This army in our land raises storms that drag the souls right out of our people.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I mean, tell me more about these storms.
I'm an agent of Ard Kadok, the ruler of Markarth. He charged me to find out all I can about these deadly storms and put a stop to them. Reach witches aiding the Grey Host summon them. They call them Harrow Storms, if you can believe it.
Yeah. Anything I can do to help you with those things?
I don't know much yet, but I do know how to stop a Harrow Storm. I'll tell you if you're willing to help. Take some friends, find the storm, and destroy all the witch pikes and grey reliquaries you find. Without them, the summoning ritual will fail.
Cool. They know all this stuff that we learned. Okay, so at least this quest makes sense. I'll gather some forces and deal with the Arrow Storms. Don't worry about it. If they're as annoying as the ones were on Western Skyrim, I won't be doing many of them.
If you're worried about your payment, don't be. Reach folk keep our word. Now go keep yours and disrupt the Harrow Storm.
I know something about Arrow Storms from my time in Western Skyrim.
Do you now? You can tell me all about that later, provided you're willing to share. In the meantime, I know the Grey Host somehow convinced Reach Witches to develop the ritual that summons the storms. Stop them, and we stay safe a little longer.
I know how to disrupt them.
Of course you do. Just find a ritual site and destroy any witch pikes and grey reliquaries in the vicinity. Take allies with you though, or expert or not, you won't last a moment. Those sites are heavily guarded.
Yeah, I know. Why are you recruiting outsiders for this work though?
That was Ard Kadok's fool idea. Only it turned out to be a brilliant tactic to get these cursed storms under control. Our Reach warriors are spread thin, so we're looking for help wherever we can find it.
Okay. Can I steal something from there? Ooh, I can. Ooh. 182. Oh yeah, it's one of those. It's an ornate. Okay. Console card there.
Are you here about the notice? So many new faces in the city, but we could use the help. If you need work and aren't concerned about the risks, then we should talk. As a former Imperial consul, I assure you that this is all above board.
Yeah, I can think of a few things not so above board. Nice dress. What sort of work are you offering?
Oh, not me. At least not directly. I'm more of an administrator. Have been since the days of the Longhouse Emperors. Luckily, Ard Kadok likes me and decided to keep me employed.
I wonder why.
You want Bralthahan, Gwennifa, and Neldena. They offer jobs on a daily basis.
Yeah, I just spoke with them. Alright.
If you want to work alone, see Bralthahan. Odd tasks, but they pay well. For group work, talk to Gwennifa and Neldena. Their jobs are dangerous. Bring friends. Here's an advance, to show you that Ard Kadok personally supports these efforts.
Cool.
Remember, Bralthahan for jobs you can handle on your own, and Gwennifa or Neldena for jobs that require groups to deal with. For every task you complete, you'll be paid for your efforts.
What's an Imperial Council doing all the way out here?
Oh, how quickly we forget our history. You do remember that the Longhouse Emperors came from the Reach, don't you? They ruled the Empire for decades, including the Reach. I was sent here as my first assignment. I grew to love the place.
Yeah. I think all this stone is probably a little too hard for you to sleep on though. Hope you have a comfy bed. But the Empire is gone. Why are you still here?
Ardcatic came to appreciate my administrative skills. When the Empire fell, he requested I stay. Now I maintain records for the job brokers. So few of the Reach folk have the ability to read and write, which makes my service extremely valuable.
Okay, we already gone through that.
Oh, not me. At least not directly. Curious and deliberate. Good qualities in an adventurer. Usually means you'll live longer. Alright, what do you want to know?
Naldena jobs.
Did you notice the strange storms sweeping the countryside?
No.
They aren't natural.
Really?
The result of rituals performed by invaders known as the Grey Host.
Wow.
Naldena seeks help to disrupt the rituals and stop the storms. You'll need a group to deal with this.
Nah, I'll be fine. I'll wait for the group to assemble themselves and then I'll just sneak in. What about Guinevere? Guinevere?
Some terrible creatures have recently been spotted in the area. The Reach clans can't deal with them, and the Ard soldiers are busy with the invading forces, so Guinevere is recruiting adventurers. A group will be needed to end these monsters.
Is that like world bosses, maybe? I guess that will be world bosses. And Brafalnen will be whatever, like solo dungeons, I guess. Delves.
Brothahan represents the various clans of the Reach and offers jobs that benefit them. These involve acquiring items or gathering components from specific locations. A single adventurer can usually handle these tasks without too much trouble.
Or maybe even less than Delves. Anyway, I will leave it here. I know we didn't do much, but it is what it is. And we have all the books, apparently, from Markarth already. I think I only read 3 since I got here. I don't know, I'm confused. Either way, thank you all. Have a great Christmas if I don't speak with you before then or after then. I don't think this video will actually be out before Christmas. But we'll see. Take care. I shall see you on the next one.